Tell All Your Friends was our first record, and as you all know, and it was the first time we were ever in an actual studio that wasn't in someone's house or something. And so I remember being really intimidated by the whole process. And it was funny too, because we had made the demos, or we called them the Tell All Your Friends demos, and that's why we called the record Tell All Your Friends. We thought we were just so clever. And so we had the demos, and we'd been giving them out to everyone we could think of. And it wasn't until Angel Huarbe was taking a ride back. He had gone with a friend, Michelle, who she actually took the photos that are in the liner notes of Tell All Your Friends. But they were, at the time, they had driven to a show from New York. They drove to a show in Philly. And on the way back, she was listening to our demos. And Angel said, well, who's this? And she told him. And then in the next week or couple weeks, we got a call from Victory Records and saying they wanted to put the record out. So we were, we couldn't believe it.
And they were so excited about it too. They were so motivated. Like we had talks with other record labels before, but it was like, yeah, I guess we'll come to your show and maybe whatever. But we'd never seen anyone so motivated and excited about our band outside of the five of us.
Big thing I remember is that we started tracking and I was starting to get really sick because it was in the winter. And I ended up getting so sick that I just had to go sleep for a couple days at home, which put everything on hold for a little bit. I remember feeling really bad about that, mad at my body for revolting. Well, for us, the whole reason we named it, or the demos, the Tell All Your Friends demos, is just we were hoping people would tell their friends. Because there wasn't social media, there was Makeout Club, this was right when MySpace was starting. And or Friendster.
Friendster, yeah.
So we hope people would tell their friends about our band. So that's why we named it that. There's no, I think over the years people have thought there was a bigger meaning to that.
Well, and at that point we were burning CDs ourselves to bring with us to our shows to sell.
Yeah. And
I remember one time we did one batch where we thought we'd get fancy and spray painted the CDs silver.
Oh.
And then when people put them in their CD player, the paint melted inside their CD players.
Man, that was so dumb.
But also that had to stop too because we were moving too many. Friends were buying them and stuff from us. We're wait, we need another batch. And then Mark and I would burn them on our computers, and it would take an hour to do 5.
Yeah.
I just remember sitting in bed all day and continuing to put new CDs
and you'd have to look at the little thing.
Come on! Come on! Finalizing, what does that even mean?
People do still tell their friends, I guess, about music, but it's just way quicker. You just go.
Yeah, you can.
It's in my phone.
Yeah.
Beep, beep, beep.
I was looking at the video for All Ready to Go, and this kid, I was like, all right, I'm gonna check out the comments. Right?
No, you never read the comments, man.
Well, I did last night. It was really funny because this kid goes, I haven't listened to the song yet, but my friend told me it sucked.
I love that he took the time.
He's on the page that the video is on.
I wasn't even offended.
Yeah.
It's like he had to pause the video to write the comment, so he didn't have to hear it.
Yeah.
Another funny story is there's a piano. There's a bunch of things on the record that
we were less than thrilled with.
Yeah, that they took these liberties with, is it Head Club with the piano intro?
No, Blue Channel.
Blue Channel. So there's this, if you listen to the record, it's this really it sounds like this Van Halen, jump kind of fast piano part. John had originally played that very slow, and it was kind of haunting and moody.
You can actually hear the way it was played on the demo version of the song.
Yeah.
We kept that the way we wanted it.
So they, but then when we heard the mix, they had sped it up to the tempo of the song, and we were like, no, you gotta change this is wrong. And they were like, the mix is done, it's too late.
We're over time, we're over budget, that's your record. We're like, wow, we get one shot at this for our lives, and that's it.
Yeah.
All right, I guess we're dead in the water. It was fun doing this.
There was also some string sounds like that, and things that we didn't even play or talk with them about playing.
Oh, in Great Romances?
Yeah, it's just was not anything we would have wanted in the song.
And that flangery effect.
Yes, on the drums.
You
don't hear flange on drums very often.
Or ever again.
Never heard it on drums before.
So there were just a lot of things about the record. I just remember being in the van and we listened to it and everybody being like, wait, this can't be put out like that. But then we had to resign ourselves well, We'll get them next time. So on the drive, when we're hearing that we can't change the record, and that's just like the mix is done, that's the way it is. We were driving, we were going to play with rival schools, which is a big deal for us. And like we had never toured. We were in like this Ford Windstar with a little U-Haul trailer, and but Mike Dubin was there, like doing merch, I think, with rival schools, and he named Cute Without the E at that show because we didn't have a name for it yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I remember that moment.
And he made some joke about being cut from the team. And
He was saying that. I remember him
like,
saying that to everybody. That was like his catchphrase for the day or something. Like anytime
Yeah.
someone said something stupid.
He'd be like, "Oh, you're cut from the team." So then that's how that song got its name, was Mike Dubin.
You know what you are? You're Cute Without the E. Cut from the team.
I remember So Last Summer got its name, well, not in a similar way, but we went to see, John and I went with our friend Sarah to see the Jay and Silent Bob movie. And as we were leaving the theater, one of us had said something and Sarah just said, "Oh man, you're So Last Summer." Like you're late to the party kind of thing. I was like,
Song title.
Yep, song title, done. So that's how that one got its name.
Well, it all worked out, didn't it?
Yeah.
Here we are, all these years later.